Try that again?
Yeah, well, we got it all.
Oh, good,
but
okay.
We'll get that repeated.
Okay, thank you.
But you said there's a lot of good things.
Lots of good things on the menus. We have hot dogs, ham barbecues, sausage sandwiches, and of course our lamb sandwiches, which a lot of people come just to get the lamb.
Lamb sandwiches.
Lamb sandwiches, yeah. And to go with those, we have homemade baked beans and potato salad. We're going to have cherry, peach, and berry pies. And then last year we added homemade gobs to the menu, and they seem to sell pretty well. So we're going to have gobs again this year too. So something for everybody.
My goodness, what folks should do is they should come get their meal that day and then get a second meal to have the next day.
That's an idea. Yeah, you
of
could
course,
do
the
that.
main item is the strawberries and ice cream, and we have what we call our special. And it is a large serving of ice cream, a large piece of angel food cake covered with strawberries.
Oh, my.
It's really
Oh,
good.
my.
I look forward to that every year. It's
Yeah,
good.
I bet you do. Who would not? But by the time you get all of that other stuff, my gracious, when you get to the cake, you might not have room.
Well, it's takeout, so you can take it home.
Have it the next day.
That's your snack that night, huh?
And that's this Saturday coming up. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Again, the hours?
This Saturday from 2 to 7, drive-through only.
All right. So tell folks where Ebenezer Church is.
Ebenezer Church is in Louisville, Pennsylvania, which is, let's see, you want to go 286 out toward Jacksonville and up the hill, and you'll see the Jacksonville Medical Buildings at the top of the hill, and you'll turn left on what they used to call Kennedy Hill and wind down the road a couple miles and take a left at the Y, and you will see the church.
And there will be signs along the way?
There will be signs along the way, yes.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this for a long time.
How many years?
The Ladies Missionary Society originally started it, and I found an old newspaper article, and it said that in 1936,
Wow.
they made a profit of $67.50.
Very nice.
Now, that doesn't sound like much today, but I'm sure in 1936, that was probably a pretty good profit.
You were in the height of the Depression in 1936.
Well, Susan and I weren't here yet.
Now, we weren't there in 1936, but...
Your grandparents were in the
Yes,
height of the
definitely.
Depression at that time.
And I don't know how long before that they had it, but at least it goes back to 1936.
Yeah. One of the great things about church socials like that is that they really are an indicator of the life of the church, aren't they?
Definitely.
Yeah, because, the ladies' societies, we call ours the women's circle in our church. Those auxiliary units, they are such an important part in the life and in the ministry. You said that one in 1936 benefited a mission program.
Well, it was probably, I'm sure, the mission and probably also to help with church expenses.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Every church has those sorts of things, and we wonder about cemeteries and all of the maintenance that is required for cemeteries.
It's a beautiful cemetery there.
For church buildings themselves, and to keep those good and strong. But just for the life of the congregation, these events are really important, aren't they?
Yes, to financially take care of things and just the sociability. Everybody has a good time visiting. Even the workers have a good time. I'm the hot dog queen. They put me on hot dogs.
You're queen of hot dogs? Mm-hmm. What's your secret?
I just do what they tell me.
Do you burl them up or grill them up?
Whatever they tell me to do when I get there, I do it. And they check on me, like, how is it coming? Because you have one pot ready, another pot getting cooked at the same time.
There you go.
We keep it under control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's in charge of the ham barbecue recipe? Because that's a pretty specialist recipe right there.
That's it. Well, we go early in the morning and we separate all the chipped ham. We don't just throw it in clumps. We separate it and then mix it up with the barbecue sauce. It's homemade barbecue sauce, too.
Yeah. Well, that's
and then
important.
we just let that simmer all day. So
Ooh, yeah.
it smells really good.
That's what you got to do.
Then you have to watch for Susan with the electrical knife when she's cutting angel food cake. Don't get too close. She's really good at that. I stay away from her then. She's got that knife going.
I get my electric knife out and I go to town.
You know how to do that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't know how many I've cut over the years, but quite a few.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the desserts are a big part of these as well, and the ladies of the church, and sometimes the guys too. They're very, very good about making sure that their best efforts go forward for events such as this, right?
Yes. Was it peach? What was the free?
We miss having it inside, but we're just getting smaller in numbers, and it's
Yeah.
too much to do it that way anymore. So
But that's
we'll
okay.
keep doing it this way as long as we can.
That's
we had
okay.
waitresses at one time. I remember as a young lady being one of the waitresses, and then we went to the assembly line where you took your tray down through and got your food, and now we're doing the outdoor part.
Yeah, well, whatever
on us.
works, right?
Whatever works.
Yeah, so we want everybody to come out and enjoy it on Saturday, June 14th from 2 to 7 p.m. at Ebenezer Church.
There you go. It's coming
Big
up
red
this
brick
weekend.
building. Big red brick building.
There you go. Wonderful. All right. So the church is doing well?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And everything, it's morning worship on Sundays is at what time?
Worship is at 11 o'clock on Sundays.
11 o'clock
So
on Sunday
everyone's
morning.
welcome.
And Sunday school adult class is at 10 o'clock.
There you go. All right.
Lots
Anything
of
else
things.
folks need to know about the big Strawberry Festival coming up?
Just come and enjoy.
Come and enjoy. There's lots of good food, and we'll be there from 2 to 7.
Yeah, it says on the poster to take Route 217 north at Newport Road out of Blairsville and off Route 286 by the Jacksonville Family Medicine, which I couldn't remember the name of that place. But I'm just used to driving it, so I just go.
That's the thing, you know. You sometimes you don't even know the road that you're taking
Well, you're
because
an
you've done it all
autopilot.
your life.
You just go like, oh.
Sure.
And I looked at the long-range weather forecast, and it's looking pretty good for Saturday, so I hope I don't jinx it by saying that.
Well, as long as we keep it as a drive-through, then it doesn't matter. They just need to roll down the window enough to get the food handed into them, right?
That's correct.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Ladies, thanks so much for coming in to tell us about
Thanks
it.
for having us.
Thank you. We appreciate this.
The Ebenezer Church is going to be having their Strawberry Festival this Saturday, 2 to 7, and you heard that menu. My goodness gracious. And everybody sees Hazel today. Say happy birthday to her.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. It's 8:54, 6 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Fox News comes your way then. Now, here's what AccuWeather says for us for today. Partly sunny skies. There is a gusty thunderstorm possible this afternoon, a high of 79 degrees, and that rain could hang around through the evening hours. Showers, a possible thunderstorm in the early part of the night, the low 61. Tomorrow, variably cloudy skies, a chance of an afternoon thunderstorm, high temperature 75, and then it'll improve in the middle portion of the week and toward the end of it. Right now in downtown Indiana, our temperature this morning is 65 degrees. Indiana County 911 this morning is looking all right. There's nothing new to report to you there. Folks getting along on our area roadways so far today. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS. Coming up, following the news at 9 o'clock, we will have a conversation with Paul Peters. Paul is a podcaster, and his podcast is called On Purpose, and he'll be talking about negativity in the workplace. Is there any good that can come out of having a negative attitude? No. And Paul will tell us about that. It seems to be on the increase. You would think that it would be something that folks would want to get out of the workplace, squeeze that on out, and Paul will give us some ideas about how